Okay, so that's cloth. We got fur. Now let's go to one other little, well, maybe two more. I got two more I can show you. Get the focus back in here where we want it. There we go. Okay, the next one is like a scale or a dragon scale or some other basically type of creature for or cloak. So what I do for like scaling is take a small ball, just drop it on, and not stick to my finger, but flatten it out. Take my tip tool, just sort of stick it. Take another ball. They're just varying sizes, and just randomly just start dropping on different sized balls of green stuff, and then sort of mashing them into place. They stick. And go through after you've done that. Sorry, and clean up the edges a little bit so that they're not maybe too tight. But as you start working, you'll start filling it up. You can see just random balls here and there. And you'll start, seeing where they're coming together, like there. What you do is just clean up one, clean it up to where it looks scale-like or separated. And just, like where you get, like around those two, there's not really area for a big ball, so just drop in a smaller one. And sort of work it a little bit. Got a place right there, just drop in a really small one. Happen to make one ball a little bigger that's going to fit, not really going to fit somewhere. Just drop it in where it fits. Smash it in. And work the edge. And the kind of cool thing is, if you do get fingerprints or marks on the other parts, that's just going to give you little details in your scales. I wouldn't worry about it. Unless you really wanted to get particular about it, they're not really going to do anything other than give you a poke or a detail. So by doing it, and getting one, I generally would leave them. And if not, go through and add in some into the ones who don't have any character to them or any other style other than just a flat smooth surface. Just continually pop off little balls up until you start getting, till you fill the cloak up. And then once you get around and you start seeing like gaps like that one there, just break off a very small one. Roll it over into the gap like that. And when you're done, a couple more on here, then I'll show you up closer. And like I say, you can make these as small or as large as you want, which is kind of cool. But you know, for me, this is becoming one of my favorite ways to make a different look to a cloak. It's a little time consuming, but in a lot of ways it's faster than most other ways to build a cloak. But you'll start getting like a scale-like look to it, because you got different waves in the scales and stuff like that. So you start getting a scale look. When you get over next to the edge, it doesn't hurt to leave it the scales off. It's going to give you sort of a you can put a leather collar in there or whatever, and give you a little breakup of the things, because you won't really get complete coverage. You'll have to knock off some scales to get the skin anyway. So leave the edge like that. Same thing with the fur, by leaving a little edge around it. Oops. Will give you a little bit more fur look too.